Hello, this is Sebastian Griffin, Day Ken Guan. Today I would like to talk a little bit about the modus operandi of authoritarian family. Now, this family are very influential family. They are either aristocrat or royal, belong to royal family, and of course, in some countries where there are no royalties, it could be an industrialist or they call it an oligarch. Now, depending on the country's political system, some countries have oligarch, some countries have capitalists, and some countries have king, queens, and also those aristocrat, noble family. Now, this sort of setting is not. I'm not saying all the royal family, all the wealthy family are implementing the same, but this is personally from my personal experience, and I come up with a chart, come up with a diagram that shows what I experienced and what I have been facing throughout my 40 years. This is a diagram of authoritarian family modus operandi. The three things they aim to achieve is to have a foster parenting or children exchange program, and ultimately they want to have a business venture between the children, and also they will have a child marriage or arranged marriage between the family. So in order to achieve these three things, they will start by selecting prospective children, a mix and match process within a wealthy family, politician, army general, or extraordinary smart genius. In order to ensure the selected children's mate, that means produce baby, they were plotting drama and do prop setting. These are the 5 ways how they induce or they will later on use to blame the victim. Now the 5 ways tactics that they use is the pheromone, hypnotism, intoxication, class mating, or culling. Now pheromone means pheromone is a type of chemicals that will influence the mind and control the mind. Hypnotism is a type of psychological control, a way to control the mind through hypnotism. And intoxication means to invite them for drinks and later make them drunk, and then after drunk they will use a lot of excuses or blaming them for rape, prostitution, and all that. And then also class mating. Class mating means they will join the class with the intended victim with the intentions to infiltrate and to befriend with the victims, and later on this classmate is either the same sex or different sex. Now if like my case, I actually enrolled into St. John's Boys School, so my classmate actually introduced his sister or the cousins to me. And colleaguing means after graduated from the college or university, they might also take the opportunity of your workplace and infiltrate into your personal space by also deploying the others strategies such as intoxication and hypnotism. Ultimately, the purpose is to blame the victim, finger pointing the victim for rape, prostitutions, one night stand, and then force them to marry, and or it could be also detected by the brother or father. The strategies such as class mating, that means join the class and be friend with the victim, and then later on, as a brother, as a brother of the sister, can introduce the classmate sisters to the victim, or could be the daughter, or to be a colleague. Like my case, even my parent also pretend to be my colleague. Ultimately, their objective is to force marriage, and if forced marriage is not successful, they will steal the sperm and inseminate into the woman's womb. That means they want to have the two selected victim to mate to have children. Now, if forced marriage is not viable, that means either one or both of them resist. Then the either parent will steal the sperm and inseminate into the woman's womb to conceive. And then they will also fabricate marriage certificate in order to assure the inheritance will pass to the female side, the male side, to get the wealth benefit, the financial benefit out of the marriage. And also, if necessary, there are also cases of falsified DNA report. Falsified DNA report for many purposes. Falsified DNA report also make the fake family or fake parents seamless. So that is kind of strategies that they will deploy. All the dirty tactics. Now they can do so because they are wealthy enough, and some they own a DNA lab. I believe Genting also own a DNA testing lab in UK. All this is with the objective to conceive the baby and to put the new baby into a fake family. So this is the foster parenting or children exchange program. Now fake cousin and fake parents and fake siblings. Another way to have baby exchange program is to gain sympathy by artificially falsify many things. So not only they can change one time where during the birth time, this also can applicable to the exchange baby exchange program after the baby has already put into the fake family. So the fake parent, fake father, fake mother, and as a result they also might also chip in some fake siblings, fake brother and sister, and as a result also their cousin also fake. Now how they achieve the exchange program subsequently is through creating an artificial sympathy. There are mainly three ways to do it. Domestic violence means, for example, like in the case of Lim Kyung Hui, I'm not sure whether they are deploying this tactic or not, where he beat up his young daughter, just a baby girl, in front of me in KL Central to gain sympathy. I'm not sure whether his objective is to have baby exchange later, so that they will have exchange this arranged marriage, or they can pretend to be poor, so suffering poverty or critical illness. Critical illness means the baby who have severe illness, so that it gains sympathy from another family where they already pre-arranged. So all these are premeditated plan in order for the two families to unite. So the adopted family will ultimately become the in-law of his own children. And in order for the adoption program to look real, they will also fabricate the certificate. So fabricate the birth certificate in order to make these fake parents and fake family seamless. And the thing is that government will also cooperate with them, where I actually retrieve my birth certificate from a government agency called JPN, Jabatan Pendaftaran Negara, or the National Registrar. So this wealthy family or this super influential family can actually influence the government to help them fabricate fake birth certificate. So imagine a woman, say for example my mother Esther Lim, give birth to me. I do not know where is the locations, but my birth certificate I retrieved from JPN, from the National Registrar, shows that my mother is Ng Bien Kiat, and the place of birth is in Kuala Lumpur Chinese Hospital, which is now called Tun Shin Hospital. Whereas the information I got it from Esther Lim, I think I'm born from this place called Skin Chan, which is in Selangor State. However, I'm not sure which is true because I do not really have my real birth certificate. So whether it's a Sekinchan or the Chinese hospital in Kuala Lumpur called Tun Shin is still unknown to me. Then come the growing up phase and observations, where they will observe us when we grow up, how is our behavior, whether we are doing well in business or in academy or what field. So they will actually observe us in order to pathway for their mating. The next vicious cycle will continue, where they will mate us based on our characteristic, our behavior, with another family. So this is actually treating us like more like an animal than human. I would like to ask, where is our human right under this authoritarian family regime? So this is basically what I experienced throughout my 40 over years lifetime. Now I'm not sure about any other editions or any others different variants, but this is what personally from me that I know. I have come across many encounters where people from different part of the world, they are very wealthy, very influential. Some are Dutch, but have uh, family with Iranian. I'm not sure why there are so many first world married with the third world, and then they approach me. For example, they were when I was in Georgetown, there were one Dutchman introduced his daughter to me, and his daughter is actually Iranian, so he actually mixed with Iranian. And there are also some instances where pure Iranian, I mean both parents are Iranian, and became my colleague. And at that time, I think my biological mother Esther Lim was also in the in the office, and through colleague, becoming colleague, they trying to introduce. She trying to introduce herself and all that. So this sort of encounter is so countless. I do not know why they deployed such a tactics. And ideally, I think the conventional method is still the best. A conventional method where if those are aristocrat or oligarch or those very influential family, they want us to be together, or they want us to form a family, they can actually have create something like in America they call a proms night, a proms where can mingle. A teenager about the same age can mingle together in an event, then we get to know each other. And I think that is more democratic in the sense that we choose our own partners, and then later subsequently we decide whether it's compatible or not. If compatible, then we can further the relationship. Otherwise, it is best not to force, not to unilaterally force people to marry or to have children with another person, especially in my case where I do not even know them to begin with.